Hey, my name is Randy Sollenberger, and I'm coming to you from Macomb, Illinois. And I'm a teacher and a writer and a storyteller. And this is a preview video for another video of a combination storytelling and book signing session that I'll be having at the Salem Township Public Library in Yates City, Illinois on Saturday, May 27th, 2017. And the stories I'm going to be telling are from a couple of books I've written about growing up on the family farm in the Spoon River Valley in the Knox County portion. And the first book I wrote is called My Guardian Angel and Beating the Reaper with Songs and Stories of Forgotonia. And I'll talk to you about Forgotonia after a while. The Guardian Angel part comes from the fact that as I was writing these stories, I realized that there were 30-some instances where really, I should have departed this earth and didn't for some reason or other. And some people say, oh, you're really lucky. And then some people say, well, there's no such thing as luck. And I've definitely beaten the laws of probability. So I really admire, and my favorite philosopher is Yogi Berra, former all-star catcher for the New York Yankees. And Yogi is famous for brilliant insights such as, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. And he's also famous for saying, sometimes it's too coincidental to be a coincidence. So I don't think after 30-some occasions it can be a coincidence. So I think I must have a guardian angel or possibly a small army who's looking out for me on an around-the-clock basis. And so after I wrote this book, I had some stories left over. And so I wrote this book, which is Spoon River Country, Guardian Angels, and Other Stories. And so I kind of stuck with the Guardian Angel theme in there as well. This is the wolf-covered bridge over the Spoon River in Knox County, and I grew up just a few miles from here. It's not the original bridge. The bridge that was here before this one, it means a lot to me because my mom and her siblings walked to school across that bridge and they had carved their initials in it. So that means a lot to me. And as I said, I have songs and stories, and I recorded some of the songs on this CD called Spoon River Boys, and there are the Spoon River Boys right there, and of course that's the Spoon River in the background. So the stories that I tell in my book and that I'm going to tell on Saturday involve growing up on the family farm and the things that can happen, such as being attacked by man-eating hogs, chased by belligerent bulls, being involved or nearly involved in tractor rollovers on treacherous terrain, stories about the family gathering in the front room after supper to watch the black and white TV, and these types of stories. So what I want to do right now, though, is to tell you the story of Forgotonia, and that's one of the first songs that I wrote, and it is in the talking blues style that Woody Guthrie and Bob Dylan made famous. And so I'm going to present it to you a cappella in dramatic spoken word fashion. And so here it is. It's called Rebellion in Forgotonia. And when I say the city of Fandon, the city of Fandon has a population of maybe 50 tops. Okay, so that's just to give you some context. Okay, all right, so here it is. Here's the story. It's called Rebellion in Forgotonia. The 1950s to the 80s in west central Illinois was a time the residents found little joy. Springfield and Washington collected the taxes, and sent them off to the urban masses. You see, Forgatoni is a rural place. We grow corn and beans in our wide open space. The economy, to diversify, needed bridges, trains, and highways, but we were passed by. 16 counties where there was no joy, from the Mississippi to the Illinois. Ripe for development, strategically placed, we had the land and the labor, but they laughed in our face. We were pushed aside. They said, "Can't do nothing for you." A forgotten land. We called ourselves Forgatonia. Now, we needed that expressway. We needed it bad. It was included in the bills that the Congress had, and not just once, but numerous times. Kansas City to Chicago, 4 lanes so fine. We were not strong. The politicians were stronger in other states, so we had to wait longer. Those places that had political clout got bridges and expressways, but we were left out. Even Amtrak wanted to take our train. Was there no one in power who could feel our pain? Then a local boy named Neil Gam got back from his duties in Vietnam. He didn't like what they were doing in his homeland, so Neil said, "I've got a plan. We'll form our own state. We'll secede. We'll show Illinois it's us that they need. Let them send in the troops. Our defenders will shed no blood. Right away we'll surrender." This had been done for many others. Surely for the least of these their brothers, since we'd be the defeated ones, they'd build us back up. They'd send in the funds. So Neil named himself governor. We cheered with abandon. Forgatonia's capital, the city of Fandon. And you know what happened? We got some press. Folks said, "Oh my, you're in an awful mess. Such a romantic story, such a tragic tale. Someone should save your sinking boat. Someone should help you bail." So some people stepped up, local politicians, all the people from the plebes to the patricians, farmers, businessmen, students and teachers, college administrators, and don't forget the preachers. We got the Illinois Zephyr. We got our train. So in some small way we could compete again, and it took 40 years, but today we have the coveted highway. As of this date, unfinished, the bypass of Macomb. Suppose we'll be waiting on that till the cows come home. Now, of course, you know we didn't secede. We still don't have everything we need. Still, we made a fuss. They heard us holler to help bring in a few more dollars. And as for Forgatonia, few remember, except for us old-timers who stir the embers. So if you're younger, there's a rich history right beneath your feet. What if we did secede? Would we be better off or not as well? Ah, that's the best part, because you can never tell. Now, don't forget Forgatonia. It was tongue-in-cheek. Hey, if you want to get the oil, you've got to squeak. 16 counties where there was no joy, from the Mississippi to the Illinois. Ripe for development, strategically placed. We had the land and the labor, but they laughed in our face. We were pushed aside. They said, "Can't do nothing for you." A forgotten land. We called ourselves Forgatonia. And the 16 counties of Forgatonia are Adams, Brown, Calhoun, Cass, Fulton, Greene, Hancock, Henderson, Knox, McDonough, Mercer, Morgan, Pike, Schuyler, Scott, and Warren. And that's it. So I just wanted to let you know that the books are available on Amazon.com and also Kindle. And so be looking sometime after Saturday, May 27th, for the video of the storytelling / book signing session. And thanks for watching.